Today, I want to show you something that can instantly improve your financial decision making. Because right now, you're probably making financial decisions that can hurt your financial future, and you don't even know it. A Nobel Prize winner discovered exactly why this happens. And there's one simple thing you can do to fix it. The key is this: when you can see your financial future clearly, you make better decisions today. When the future is vague and abstract, it's easy to justify bad decisions. But when you can see the actual numbers this month, 3 months from now, a year from now, you start to make decisions differently. This idea comes from Daniel Kahneman, who won the Nobel Prize in economics for changing how we understand decision making. Traditional economics assumed that humans make rational decisions. I mean, you and I always make rational decisions, right? But Kahneman showed that in reality, we rely on mental shortcuts and psychological biases, and those often lead to predictable mistakes. In his book, Thinking Fast and Slow, he describes 2 different modes of thinking: System 1 and System 2. System 1 is fast, automatic, emotional. It's the voice that says, I want this, or I deserve this. I'll tell you with certainty that System 1 is what made me buy the new coffee grinder on Amazon yesterday. That was not System 2. That was entirely my System 1, and I cannot wait to try that coffee grinder. System 2 is slower, more analytical, more deliberate. It's the part of your brain that evaluates consequences and thinks more long-term. The problem is, System 1 dominates when the future isn't clear. Kahneman's research showed that humans tend to overweight the present and underweight the future. It's called hyperbolic discounting. When the future feels distant, System 1 is what drives the decisions. But when you make the future visible and concrete, you make it much easier for System 2 to engage. And that leads to better decisions. And to give you some background, my company's called Sheetkeeper Academy, and we teach financial literacy through the actual building of a spreadsheet, learning the financial concepts, learning the math as you build. And that spreadsheet gives you an at-a-glance longitudinal view of your financial future, so you can evaluate decisions today and see their impact over time. And one of the main benefits of that spreadsheet is that it immediately makes the future seem less distant. So when you go to that tool because you're familiar with it, and you do that for every financial decision, then you take away that ambiguity that comes with the distant future, and you turn it into a reality today because you can see the numbers and what's going to happen. At a glance, you immediately know what this decision means to you a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road. Now, Kahneman also showed that uncertainty creates stress and avoidance. When people don't know what will happen, they rely on more emotional, fast thinking, more on System 1. But when you can see your future laid out so clearly, that uncertainty decreases, clarity increases, analytical thinking becomes easier. One of the things the spreadsheet does is it changes the decision environment. It makes it much easier to see the consequences today, and more likely you'll make a decision that your future self would thank you for. Now, will you always make the perfect decision? Heck no. I've bought too many German cars in my lifetime, and I had this spreadsheet model working for me the whole time. But I'll tell you this: with each of those decisions, I knew exactly what I was getting into, and each time I sold one, I knew the best way out of it. We won't always put our wants in the back seat entirely, but when we have that kind of clarity into our future, we're more capable and more likely to make better decisions. So if you have a system that helps you bring the future forward and see it more clearly through every decision because you're familiar with it, that's great. I'm not trying to sell you something here at all. Use it. You don't want to have to build a model every time that you do that or try and do some fancy analysis. You should find a tool that you're familiar with that you can go to so you can make some quick changes and automatically see what's going to happen in the future. And if that's interesting to you, then we're offering a course right now that's totally free to you. At least it's free for now. It's February 2026. I'm not sure how long it's going to be free. And we teach you how to build that spreadsheet. You can start from scratch and you can build it step by step, or you can use the downloads along the way that are in there. I'll leave a link in the description so you can get to it. You know where to subscribe if you want more of this stuff. And if you want to learn more about the importance of building your own model to internalize the concepts, I'll leave a video here for you to watch next. See you next time.